Yeah, if you know, you know. Oh, I'm a fucking saper at this point. I don't even want to, bro. Where's my freaking? Here we go. How to set your stop losses and take profits, and when to partial out and break even your trades. All right, it's very simple. I'm going to actually here. I'm going to copy paste this because this is some pretty important information. Actually, what you guys need to know about these things that I've just told you is pretty much going to be um, managing your risk. Okay, so that brings me then. I should actually probably do a video on risk management instead. You know what? We're flipping the script. We're doing risk management now. So when you're taking this trade, you're gonna likely be doing it on a 50K account, which is a 50K funded account. And you know what? We're triple flipping the script, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro. We're gonna be talking about funded accounts. So if you guys have gotten this far and you know how to use the model correctly, actually I'll talk a little bit about it. I keep jumping from one thing to another. I'm trying to do this in order for you guys of how I learned it and how most people learned it. Basically, what you guys want to do is take, I think I've said this before, take a 50K funded account, sorry, 50K, take a 50K account on paper. And I showed you guys how to do that before with paper trading. Click on your trading panel and then click paper trading, load at 50K, and then try to pass it or quote, get to 53K without dropping below 48, right? But how you do this is actually with risk management. That's how prop firms work with funded accounts, and I'll get into that later. So we'll be talking about risk management because that's how you'll know specifically when you need to partial out your trades and manage your risk. So I have shown you guys before extras entry. Okay. If you don't know, I'll go over it once more. Quite literally, all you need to do is go to your positioning tool, right click on it, go to the settings right here, and then punch in how much risk you want to be putting, right? This is the amount of risk in dollars. This is the, just keep it 100, put in percent, and keep the lot size as 1. This is, and since I have like a lot of accounts, I don't want to risk a lot, like I risk 100. But sometimes I'll keep it as 100 and just multiply my head, whatever. Let's just say you have a 50K funded account. Okay, but you guys aren't actually going to be buying funded yet. First, I want you guys to do this. I want you guys to go into paper trading. So go into paper trading, load up 50K, balance, and I want you to do this. With what I've taught you so far, obviously keep watching the rest of the videos, but when you're actually trading, your goal, hit 50K, sorry, 53K. Don't drop below 48K. Ever. Ever. Okay? And don't lose more than 1K a day. That's it. Those are all the rules. Now, you might be asking, how the fuck do I do this? That's where risk management comes into play. So if you're going to be, I'll kind of do like a little roadmap for you guys. If you're going to be, I'll actually do it on Paint, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it, bro. Fuck it, bro. We doing Paint, Microsoft Paint. So can I zoom in? Yeah, I can. Let's just say you have a 50K funded, I keep saying funded account. Let's say you have a 50K account. Doesn't matter if it's funded account or not, right? $50,000. Okay, so we have a new month. Let's say we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's W's gigantic. Thursday, Friday. Those are also gigantic. And let's just say your model consists of a 2R at a 75% win rate. Okay. That's a very, very, very reasonable model. It's extremely probable. You can definitely get this 100% if you stick to your rules. Okay. Now, let's say we're at 50K. And what we want to be doing is managing our risk correctly. The rule that I like to have is to trade 1/6 of my drawdown. Now, what drawdown is basically how much money you have to risk. So I want you guys to kind of flip the perspective on this real quick, because this is what helped me turn profitable. And this is something that quite literally I've never heard even one singular person in the whole entire fucking industry ever say. This is how you know that I'm a fucking G and I'm better than everyone else, because they don't fucking tell you this shit. When you have a 50K, think about it. When you have a 50K account, but you can't go below 48 and you have to make 53, technically you only have $2,000. You don't have 50,000 to play with. It says you do, but you only really have 2,000. Because if you go below so if I went below 48, that makes more sense that I should be able to use it since I've been given 50K. No, you've only been given 2K, and the 50K is just to trick you psychologically. I only have 2K. See how that makes so much more sense? It's quite literally there's a lot of people that have blown a lot of funded accounts and they just say, fuck it, bro. I'm just going to go and use a live account. And I'm going to go and throw in like $1,000 or $500 or $100, whatever. Bro, if you have a funded account, you have the same thing as a live account. You just have to remove the barrier. So let's just say I have a 50K funded account and I only have $2,000 of drawdown. And let's just say I took a bad week of losses and bad psychologically. Now I only have 48.3. Okay, let's just say I was at 50K and then I took a bunch of fucking losses on overtraded and blah blah, all that bullshit, and I'm at 48.3. Now you might be thinking, I'm absolutely fucked. I only have $300 of drawdown before I blow the account. No, I have $300 whole dollars in a live account, because that's how much drawdown I have, which is actually my real capital. They don't tell you this shit. So let's just say we're at 50K. Okay, I want to be trading 1/6 of my account. So what's 1/6 of $2,000, which is how much drawdown I have left? It's my real account size. Well, that'd be $333. So let's just round it up to 350. Okay, so if I'm risking 350 and I'm winning 75% of my trades, what does that mean? That means that, let's just divide this into 2 weeks. That means that obviously I'm winning fucking 75%. Okay, so let's just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because that's 1/4. I'm gonna be losing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, and just for good measures, because this is over 2 weeks, it'd be more accurate if it was over a month. Let's just frame it out for 2 weeks for now. Let's just say that this one's loss. Okay, let's just say it was a loss. Okay, and let's actually change up the order a little bit to make it a little bit more realistic. Okay, oops. Let's say that instead of this being a win and this being a loss and this being a win, let's just say that, oops, where's my marker at? Let's just say that this was a loss and this was a loss. And just for good measure, just for fucking good measure, let's just say this was a loss. Okay, and this is like something that's unlikely to happen, but let's just give it the worst of the worst, because if you're ready for the worst of the worst, it means that you can take anything on. On this day, we get our first win. So what are we at? If we're risking 350 per trade, okay, we're gonna be, you know what? Let's just take out 50K out of the whole entire fucking equation. Let's just use how much drawdown we have left, as it just makes more sense. So if we're pushing $2,000 of drawdown, so this is drawdown, or how much capital we have, and we're pushing 350, and we're making a 2R on that trade. We're gonna go up to, oops, where's my green? I want green. Dude, it's not green, man. No way. There we go. 2,700. Perfect. So if we take 1/6 of this, let me actually pull the calculator up. So 2,700 divided by 6, 450. So now we're going to be risking 450 per trade. And this day we take a loss. So for risking 450, because we're only going to be taking one trade a day, guys. Only one. Never trade more than one time a day. If you want to trade twice, I'll be talking about that in the premium. Okay. Right now, we're just worried about becoming fucking profitable. So that's going to be 2,000. It's going to be minus 450, right? So that'll be 350. Okay. And let's just say we lose again. That's going to be 1/6 of this account. Where's that calculator? Bro. Hello? I don't have a freaking calculator. I have to reopen it. I close it. Oops. Hey guys, I'm just editing and cutting this in really quick. My bed is missing. That really pisses me off. I'm actually gonna go clean it. Give me a second. Well, the blanket's sideways, but guess what? When you're rich, you can do whatever the fuck you want. No one can tell you otherwise. So, as I was making this right here, I kind of realized something. So, I think I mentioned somewhere in the course where I said I actually failed fucking calculus 4 times. And it's no fucking wonder. My stupid ass was thinking about full porting every single one of my, like, quote, risk management trading plans. So, as you can see here, if I were to go and, like, do, like, the extras entry or whatever the fuck, and normally I would do the risk of 100% and make the account size however much or more. So that's technically a full port trade, because in this trade right here, like if I were to take this fucking positioning tool and go to like the fucking price, right? Like where the fuck is it? Hello? Yeah, I might be cooked here. Let me actually change my settings because I forgot to change these after my training session. Yeah, no, I can't. Oh, because I hit it from that one. I remember. Can I unhide my freaking here object tree? There we go. Okay. It's a lot of highlighter. If I wanted to take a position right here, right, and I was doing like extras entry, let's just say, I don't want to do a 3-minute. Please don't do that. Right here, boom, boom, boom. Stop loss here. Take profit. Fucking, I don't know, these highs or whatever. Okay, cool. That means that I want to enter here. Blah blah blah. Whatever. $100 with 100% risk is full port in the account for the account was worth $100. So what you technically can do, I don't really think about this, but the account size is like 50 grand, right? Let's say you have a 50K funded account, and then you set the risk to 0.5%, right? Or you can even set it to dollars as well. So I say, oh, you know, do freaking $300 or do like 0.5% of your account or whatever. So it stays consistent. Like, bro, I'm kind of stupid when it comes to this, but you could do that as well. I don't think about these things. You know what I mean? You don't need to be, that's how you prove right there. You don't need to be smart to do this, bro. You just need to work harder than everyone else. Like, you need to work retardedly harder. That's it, bro. You don't need to be intelligent for this. IQ doesn't determine shit, bro. I was never good in school. I need to go get more water. Anyways, continue watching or I will enslave your entire family. Divide by 6. That'll be 400. Let's just round it to 400. Okay? Now we're at 400. So I'll be, let's just say it's 2,000. We're back at break even. Okay. We're back at 2,000. Okay. And we take another loss and we already know how much we need to risk, which is 350. So it'll be $1,750. Now it might look bad, but watch this. Okay. Take our calculator. Oops. Clear all. 1,750 divided by 6 be 300. Okay. And we catch a win on a 2R. So I have to, oh my, that's annoying. So 300. So that'll be 250 plus 200 on top. That'll be back to 2350. I'm sorry, I'm kind of bad with math. I failed calc 4 times, you know. But we're back here. Now we take 2350 divided by 6. So let's just round it up to 400. And we catch a win. That'll be, this is a 2R, guys. So 400 should be 800, okay? 3150. Wait. Yeah, that's right. 3150. And then we take 3150. This is our current amount. I'm not gonna, I should probably write each drawdown, whatever. You guys are moving along this with me. You guys should know, okay? Divided by 6, $500 per trade. Let's just round it down to 500, okay? And we catch a win. That's gonna be $1,000. 4150. Now we take how much drawdown we have. 4150 divided by 6, $700. We lose $700 on this day. Okay, let's go to our red. So that's gonna be 3. I'm not gonna do the math in my head. Let's just say we're at 3.5. 3.5. Okay. Now we take 3.5 divided by 6. Let's say 600. We catch your wins. That'll be 1,200 on the day. Oops. Do. 4, 700. And we take a loss. Divided by 6. $800. Let's just round it to 4,000. Sorry, make it red. And this is gonna blow your mind, guys. Now watch this, you freaking nerds. So if we were to calculate the RR and the win rate, if you were to swap this with this and move this guy right over here, you can't even see my mouse, can you? Okay, if you swap these two and you swap this guy over here with this guy, what do you get? Well, you get a 50% win rate because you lost 1 week, you lost 5 days and you won 5 days. But since your RR is 2, look how much money we have, 4,000. And we started at 2. And the thing is too, this is a very unrealistic thing. You're not going to be having a 50% win rate while having a 2R. It's likely going to be somewhere in the 70s. So this right here, you're looking at a bad week right now. If we were to frame this into a good week, we would probably be somewhere around 6,000 or 5,000. You would have technically passed your funded account. Because if your goal is to flip 50 and to 53, right? That means since we have $2,000 of drawdown, we would need to flip $2,000 into $5,000 because it's plus 3,000, right? And you would have just technically passed. And this is a bad week too. And let's just say you don't trade on some days because you're not going to be trading every day. It doesn't fucking matter because the probability is still there. In fact, what you could do from this is you could fucking take your fucking month, right? And let's just say, can I copy and paste? Please tell me I can. Selection. Here we go. Okay. Let's just say. Okay, this is actually perfect. This is so perfect. Oh my God, this is gonna make so much sense for you guys. Oh my God, this is gonna make so much sense. Okay, this is great. This is good. Perfect. Let's just say on Wednesday, on this Tuesday, on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we had very high volatility news or really bad price action, which is very probable. Look what happens, guys. It's still the same fucking thing. Look, on Monday, we had good price action with decent news. Tuesday, good price action, decent news. Wednesday, we had fucking CPI news data, let's just say. We don't trade on that day. On Thursday, good price action, no news. Friday, same thing. Monday, same thing. Tuesday, very bad price action. Wednesday, good price action. Good price action for the rest of the week. And then, oops, I just realized you can't even fucking see, my bad. Over here, Monday, really bad price action. Tuesday, it's all right price action. You still took a trade. Wednesday and Thursday, absolutely horrible price action. Friday, the price action got a little bit better, but you still took a loss. See, it's realistic. And this is with a bad fucking like stats, like RR. Like you're not going to be losing this often. This right here looking at is a 2R at a 50% win rate because you lost half of the times and won half of the times. You're going to more likely win more times because these are bad stats. Like I said, the average is 2R for 70% and 4R for 50%. Those are like the median stats that most traders have. Okay. This is how you manage risk, guys. Okay. Now, the method that I use is personalized to me. I like doing 1/6 of how much drawdown I have, but this requires your psychology to be in check. On top of that, you need to have faith in your confluences and your trading mechanism and model. So you need to go and back test it, and you also need to be comfortable with the amount of risk you're taking. This is why I say when you take trades, you must know exactly how much you're risking, exactly where your stop loss is going to be, exactly where you take profit. You must know everything, and that's how you use extras entry to actually gain an edge. Okay. By right click on it, and let's just say, okay, I went in my fucking calculator and I calculated how much risk. What am I going to do? I'm going to type in, and obviously I have it set as like certain, sometimes you've seen it at 200, 300, 100 because I copy trade. Okay. You don't need to be worrying about that, but I will type in that much fucking money. Let's just say it's $473. And then, okay, I have my extras entry ready. Let's put it out right here. I want to be taking my freaking trade on this inverse fair value gap closure. I'm not actually trading this, but let's just say it was an example. Okay. And I want to put my stop loss because it makes more sense beneath this previous low, not directly on it, but a little bit below it. Right. And then I want to target, I don't know, this high. Perfect. My risk is going to be a 2.61 RR. Okay. And how many contracts am I risking? Well, guys, if I want to be risking $473, let's just round it to 475, whatever, I'll be using 10 contracts because it says quantity is 10. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to press buy. I'm going to punch in 10. Okay. Take profit, stop loss. Okay. So there's a difference between a market and a limit order. I'll explain them real quick. Market order just enters in wherever price is right now. So let's just say price is right here and I press market. It's going to enter me in right here. So it'll be looking like this. Okay. Limit. So let's just say the candle close up here, like exactly right here, because you kind of have to follow it, right? You can't just use the tool, because if it stays here versus when it's here, see how it goes up to 14 contracts, because the risk is less RR, sorry, more RR, so you can have more contracts. And if it was up here, it'd be 10, right? So you want to wait for, let's say the candle closes here or here, right? You kind of have to be ready for it, because price can move here, here, here. If it's up here, it's 8 contracts. If it's here, it's 9. If it's here, you guys understand that, right? So that's where kind of limit orders come in as well. What limit orders do is, let's say that, let's just like give a stupid example, whatever. Let's just say there was an inverse fair value up here. Pretend there is, okay? Pretend there is, and price closed here, and I want my stop loss here. I want to target these highs up here. Okay. Let's just say it closed right now, like boom, closed. I'm going to press market order, and it's going to enter me in here, and it's going to look exactly like this. Okay. For limit orders, what it essentially does, let's just say price moved up a little bit and I missed my fucking entry for whatever reason. What you can do is take your limit, and you don't want to enter over here because it's too fucking high. What a limit order does is that when price taps into your limit, it'll tag you in without you having to manually join the market. So let's just say it's right here, but for some reason price decides, like, let's just say price closes up here. Okay. Let's just say we're over here right now. Okay. Right. But I don't want to enter here because it's too high up. I want to wait for a little bit of a retest of this inverse fair value gap, because like I said, it does that sometimes. Price will do that. Okay. This is what I want. I don't want this. I want this. Okay. So I can enter in with 13 contracts if I set my limit order here. So I'll do 13. And this is a little bit more advanced, guys, using limit orders. Okay, this is just me showing you what it is. Don't actually use them. You want to use market orders and enter trades on a candle closures. Okay, that's what I'm teaching you. When price comes back down, if it does, because it doesn't usually retest, it's more often than not that price is going to keep going up and then go down and like a trend, right? It's not going to fucking, no. Right? So when price does what you want it to do and retest, boom, enter the trade. Sorry, I moved my limit right here. Okay, so when price taps 21,366, it'll automatically enter you into the trade without you having to do anything. Okay, if you have your stop loss set here and your take profit set here, it should enter you in, and now you're in the trade. Perfect. So that is risk management. That's how you manage risk properly in your trading. The number one thing that you want to be focused on is not the dollar amount. I know it sounds confusing, but you really want to be, first things first, like I said, guys, have your trading settings set in ticks, okay? And use extras entry, because doing all these things will ensure that you don't care how much money you're putting in the trade. Because see right here, in my paint picture, I still have the fucking, I'm dead. Lamborghini picture. Right here, you did all this with like no emotion or no feeling. You just did it just because you followed your fucking model. Okay. And when you don't follow your model and you just try to go for dollars, then you're going to fall out of place. Okay. You're going to get absolutely fucked. So you want to just mitigate as much risk as possible while not. My camera just shit itself. 1 second. Bro, I freaking nuked my camera because my cord is so sensitive. It sucks. Like whenever I move my foot a little bit, I just nuke my whole thing. So that's how you mitigate risk, okay? So please, this is one of the most important things I'm ever going to tell you about trading. Focus on your setup and how many points you're catching and how many contracts you're putting down. Focus on being a better trader. Do not focus about how much money you're making. Just focus on trading itself. Like pretend that when you're taking a trade, all you're doing, like literally all I'm doing, bro, is let's say I've identified a setup and I want to be taking the trade when this candle closes here. Okay. Let's just go back in time for a second. Okay. And then let's say I have my forget about all this bullshit on the left. Like let's just pretend we have our order block, fair value gap, whatever the fuck set up. And this is our entry model right here. This is our low time frame confluence to tell us to enter the trade. I want to see this fair value gap get inverse. Okay. So what am I doing? I'm waiting. This is what I want. Okay. I've already painted it out. I want my stop loss to be beneath these lows and I want to target these highs. And then I have to give it a range too. Like I don't really want it to be, actually it could be up here, right? But it would probably go back down to retrace because once we go really high and break the structure, we're probably going to retrace back down before we move higher, right? So I want to see it somewhere here. That's why I marked out the 1 minute inverse fair value gap. So I want to see it somewhere here, okay? So I'm seeing 10, 9, 8. 7 is getting a little bit too high up, right? So I'm seeing right here my risk size. This is what I want to go in with. 11, 12, sure. If you get lucky and it closes right above it, okay? That's how many contracts I'm going in with. So what am I doing? I'm having my buy and sell ready. Like it's gonna, oh fuck, I can't do it in a replay mode, but like you can open up the DOM as well. I'm sure you can do that in your settings somewhere. I would personally don't use the DOM. I guess I can explain what that is then. DOM. I should actually probably talk about that. Forget about it. We'll look at it in a second. So that's how many contracts I'm going in with, right? And then I'm gonna like type out however many contracts, right? 10, 11, 9, 8. Right? I'm gonna be ready. To switch it fast. Okay. 1 minute. Candle moves. Okay, goes down a little bit. 1 minute. Next candle moves. 1 minute. Waiting for the inverse fair value. Okay, tapped into it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, waked it a little bit. Not a closure. And then boom. Right? We close. Now with this candle closes, it confirms my trade. Boom, enter. How many contracts are we entering with? Well, you guys can also do this. This is actually pretty smart. I just thought about this right now. See how at this price level with this exact stop loss, you can actually this is actually pretty smart. Actually, this is making extra entry. Oh my god, I don't know if I should tell this right here. I don't know if I should tell it right here. I have to think about this. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it to you guys because you guys are watching this fucking course. This is so genius. I've never heard anyone ever thought about this ever. This is so genius. Holy fucking shit. If you're listening right now, you've probably just been given the most fucking insane sauce of your whole entire fucking life. Watch this. So I'm over here editing this video and oh boy, is my SteelSeries sonar on? It should be. I hope it is. I've thought about one of the most insane quote startup ideas. You know how when people think about their startup companies like, oh, I was fooling around with this, I was doing that, because it's something they personally relate to, right? Like whenever you mess around with what you know best and when you're in a most authentic natural habitat doing what you're best at, like for example, I'm teaching you guys how to trade. I came up with this idea. Now I'm not going to be giving it for free because if I do, it's just going to be underappreciated like everything else. But if you're watching this far into the course, then you're definitely not underappreciating the value and the content that you're seeing ahead. I'm going to be including this product in the premium. What it is, it's an indicator. And I quite literally, you'll see after in a bit, I won't spoil it, but I spent a lot of time on this indicator and I didn't even know how to code and I made it from scratch. And I cannot believe how, and no one has ever thought of this. It is quite literally, like this indicator will save you so much stress. It's going to save you so much time. It's going to save you so much anxiety. It's going to literally work the chart for you, bro. I don't know how people have not thought about this yet. But this idea is like zapped in my head, right? And honestly, bro, I've been using this indicator for a minute now. Let's just say, should I show my balance actually? Hold up. Ah, shit, it's not on this phone. I don't know where my other phone is. Whatever. Fucking, it's a good indicator. It's really fucking good. And for the people that I have fucking given it to test, all I'm gonna say is that you make your money back in 2 milliseconds. And the only condition that you don't is if you quite literally put in zero work like a lazy motherfucker. But if you're here, then you're not a lazy motherfucker. Anyways, because it's something that I thought of myself, right? Like it's like a startup idea, something that I invented. I made it. It's not like I'm gonna go and sell fucking rebranded concepts. Everything I'm teaching you right now, I never invented it. I didn't invent a fucking liquidity sweep. I didn't invent a fair value gap. I didn't invent this shit. I didn't make it. Right? Let's talk about Bonkonomics for a second here. I obviously talked about him a little bit during the course. He's a fucking G. One of my boys. He is the inventor of Rise Zones. He made Rise Zones. He has the right to sell them, whether people like it or not. He literally gave them for free for the longest amount of time, but no one ever fucking appreciated them. Guess what? He put a paywall. Now everyone wants it. I'm not gonna make the same mistake that he did. The people that actually care, they can come and get it. He spent 4 years doing that shit, working on how to find Rise Zones and what they mean and what they do, blah blah blah, and they're pretty good. Anyways, I fucking did this shit, right? Everyone has their own part in their life where they fucking monkey brain clicks, right? All I can say is keep watching the course. If you've made it this far, then you're bound for success. You're bound for victory. You have to win. There's no going back now. I don't believe that you're gonna watch this entire course and just decide, you know what, I'm not gonna day trade. I'm just gonna go do some other bullshit and try to do SMMA, or I'm gonna go work a fucking job. Or I don't believe that. I don't believe. I'm not even for a second. I know you're locked in. I know you are. So keep watching. I fucking love you. Thank you for watching this shit. Leave a review if you haven't. I'm only asking you so more people can fucking get in this hole and get value from this free content because no one else is fucking doing it like me, giving all this sauce for free. Anyways, yeah. Keep watching. Price levels. What did I just do? Oh, I went to S&P by accident. And did I just... Please don't tell me I just nuked everything. Please. What did I just do? Did I just nuke everything? Brother. Give me 1 second. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna fucking lie, guys. I just nuked my entire chart by accident. I don't know what the fuck I just pressed. I think it's a sign though that what I just fucking found is absolutely fucking genius. And bro, it's such a genius thing that no one ever thinks of. But you know what? So that is, like I said, it's the spirit of my screen. I can't really do anything about it. But that's how you actually can enter trades without, like, you're letting the chart work for you. You know what I mean? You do as much as you can before you take the trade, and then once you take it, you're trying to do less work for yourself. Because that's when the psychological battle begins, when you actually enter the trade, right? Dude, that's so genius. Oh my God, I keep glazing myself. But yeah, that's how you manage risk, guys, right? By doing that exactly, using extra entry, determining what your risk management plan is that you want to be most comfortable. If you really want, you can do like a 1/5 or what. I do 1/6 because it just keeps me psychologically safe, and it's, I'm not gonna get anywhere near blowing my funded account, right? There's these things that you need to take into account when you're taking these types of trades, and one of them is risk management. It's honestly one of the most important things, fundamental, that you need to take trades. And I just gave you guys the most fucking insane side that have you guys ever seen anyone ever talk about this? I know I haven't, and I'm pretty fucking involved in the space. So that's fucking insane that we just came up with that on the spot. This is what we do here at Extras fucking Equity, bitch. But bro, if you want fucking mentorship from this fucking big brain ass fucking Arabian man, DM me, do my freaking survey, whatever I have. I don't know, bro. Just buy my course. Just kidding. This course is free. But anyways, damn, I'm so shocked for myself that I just came up with that on the spot. There are these creative things that I come up with all the time, and it's because I struggle. It's because I don't fucking fuck my brain with dopamine and TikTok and all this bullshit. Like, I actually try in life, so these ideas kind of come to me. You know what I mean? It's not really like, I'm not trying to like be selfish and like flexing you guys. I'm letting you know this is what starts fucking happening in your life when you actually lock in and start doing the things that you say you want to do and start living a healthier version of your life, right? You guys have seen me tug on this water like 20 fucking times in this series because water is what lets my fucking body run. It's the energy of life, right? So when you want to be the best version of yourself, you have to optimize that version and take care of him. You know what I mean? You're not a robot. If you were, you wouldn't be needing these trading psychology lessons. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna be doing the next video. I'll see you in the next. Bye. Hey guys, it's fucking. I don't even know what time it is because it's actually pretty funny. I told my friend this earlier. I have my lamp blocking out the time in the bottom right of my main monitor. I have my water bottle blocking out the time in my second monitor, and I have my microphone, if I like sit like this, blocking out the time in my freaking laptop monitor. I'm gonna take a quick picture real quick because I know I'll forget if I don't right now. But hold up. It's like it's 3 a.m. and I had just finished coding. Now I don't know how to code. I used AI tools to help me. And what I coded was the idea that you guys just saw. I was fooling around. So I was fooling around with some stuff, right? Like you just saw. And I figured something out. It clicked in my head. And I freaking made it. This kind of goes to show that if you just do what you think is right and what you know is right, the ideas will just come to you. Like, I just had a fucking generational idea, like, literally in front of you guys. You guys fucking watched it happen. It's crazy. But, and I've been coding for how many hours? I don't know when I started doing this. Maybe like 10 hours ago, 8 hours ago. Figuring this out. Like, my wrist literally has fucking carpal tunnel from this shit, bro. I swear. I have my massage gun over there. I was just using it, but it freaking died on me, and I didn't even plug it in because it's so locked in on this, which I should actually probably go and do because, hey, I need the freaking battery charger, bro. But honestly, all I can really say is that you guys need to work fucking harder. I'm not shaming those who already are, but this goes for myself as well, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let me just plug this in. Okay. Bro, if you think you're working hard enough, you're not. Because what I did in the past 8 hours would have been infinitely more than what I would have done for the rest of the day if I didn't have that idea. And I can guarantee that within myself. Because I know myself well. I have conviction within myself of who I am. And you can work harder. I know I can too. So I'm telling you right fucking now, get to fucking work. If I told you to do something and you have it pending, I better fucking hope it's done before you even think about going to the next video. If I told you, watch this price action, journal this trade, go over the past weeks, whatever the fuck I told you, bro, I hope you did it. Unless you're just binge watching the course. If you are binge watching the course, I really hope that you rewatch it while taking notes and doing it yourself. That's actually like a really good idea if you are binge watching it, because there's absolutely no problem with doing that if you plan on rewatching it, because you can't just watch it and then do everything. You gotta, I'm holding your hand through this, right? I'm taking you step by step. That's fine. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that holy fucking shit, human is so capable of creating so much greatness, and like you didn't even like realize it, bro. Like holy shit, my wrist is killing me, bro. Jeez. But yeah, guys, we were doing, I believe, risk management in this video. I just nuked my camera. I just realized that. God is good. You know, every single time I say God damn it, I think I say God is good. Why do I do that? Because there's no reason. If I'm going to be using God's name, if you believe in God, which, you know, it's pretty easy to do because you get to freaking, like, follow all your trading rules really easy if you have morals. Basically, you follow the rules. Those are like good rules for your life. Anyways, like, there's no point in saying damn to God when you can just say God. Like, change your words and change the energy you fucking take in and shit like that, and then like you'll notice the difference in your life. Say oh, God is good. Like, see how I just flipped a bad thing to a good thing? See how fucking easy that shit was? Here, let me pause my camera and turn my camera back on, or pause my recording. But that's kind of what you have to do in life, right? Like, for real, if you just flip bad things into good things, you'll get so far, man. Like, I for real just said, like, oh, God is good, right? That's just an example. Okay, instead of saying, God damn it, my camera's broken, say God is good. Okay, well, guess what? I accidentally knocked my leg into the freaking, you know, into the desk and turn off my camera, if I just focus on the bad part about it, I'll never be able to learn why it's bad. I'll never be able to learn how I can prevent to not make it happen next time. It gives me a more clear idea. I want to think of it on the bright side. It's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal that I just knocked my freaking foot into the camera. It teaches me gratitude. It's like, it could have been, I could have broke my fucking foot, right? I could have stubbed my toe, but I didn't. Okay, so what does that teach me? It teaches me gratitude, which what helps in fucking trading, keeps you away from greed because they're opposites, right? And what does that also do? It unlocks me to prevent that for next time. So now that I'm not in a mindset where I feel emotionally influenced and I can actually control my own actions, because I was able to just control my words. So I say, oh god, and then boom, self-control, boom. The version of me that I want to become stepped in there. He fucking caught me by the neck. Boom, stopped, pattern interrupt. Now that motherfucker can speak on my, that motherfucker who actually can think straight can speak on my behalf, and he can say, okay, you know what, how about you stop being a fucking dummy dumb and actually learn how to prevent that from happening next time. Okay, so what is the root cause of the problem? Me moving my fucking foot, hitting my fucking computer, and it unplugs my fucking camera. What can I do to prevent that? I don't know. Let's think of a solution. Could I get some tape and tape the USB to my freaking computer, like right around where like the import is? Yeah, I technically could. That's a pretty bad idea though. Now let's find how to optimize this. Maybe I can go, okay, obviously buying a camera is like last resort. I thought of it pretty fast because it's like I got a lot of income from actually fucking trading, right? So I can actually fucking go and do that. I have the luxury of doing that, but I'm trying to think of you in your guys' shoes. So okay, what's the next you know, pursuit of action, what we're going to do? Okay, maybe I could fucking you know, get some, I'm so tired, bro, I can't even like think properly. The point is, strengthen the USB wire, or look away from the USB wire and look at, oh, this is how you categorize things now. This is kind of turning into a psychology video. Psychology X risk management. You guys should keep listening. Then we take away from the USB and we focus on the fucking table. What can we do about the table? Well, I'm in the fucking bedroom right now and the floor is carpet, meaning the table's wobbly and can sink up and down. If I did it on a hard floor, okay, boom, wow, I solved the problem. Meaning if I move into a different place, I want it to be a hard floor for my office. Wow, okay, next thing, how can I replicate a hard floor? Maybe put books under the table at an equal height. Wow, okay, great. What's the next thing after that? Maybe I can strengthen the table bolts. Wow, okay, what's the next thing after that? And then I have to keep thinking of the fucking ideas until I run out. And then I move on to me, right? Because if you think of it in terms of physics, you got the USB for the camera that goes into my computer. And you have the computer. I didn't even talk about the computer. You have the computer, you have the USB that goes into the camera, you have the table, and then you have me, aka my foot, right? Like my foot goes, what can I do to not make my foot go? Okay, maybe I shouldn't be sitting with my leg crossed like this. Maybe I should have my feet planted into the floor. You see how I break things down piece by piece by piece by piece by piece and get to the fucking root? That's how you get to the root of problems. You fucking hit to the core, and that's where it hurts. That's the hardest thing to do. And do you guys really think you can do that shit and think on the fly like that if you're intoxicating yourself on weekends and wasting your time and not making yourself smarter by like reading books? You know, I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you, bro. I don't read that often. I really don't. I used to read a lot, but I got so caught up with work that I stopped reading. Okay, and a big reason was social media, because I'm fucking starting my own social media, right? Reading is good. If you guys find yourselves downtime, read, bro. But not even reading, just get smarter, bro, so you can think like this. Because when you surround yourself with energy, like I keep saying energy like a fucking crystal girl, bro. Like quite literally, like you have listen, you have five senses, okay? When you see, hear, like and take in the inputs and outputs, guys. When you take in inputs of these things, you have to output the exact same amount of that thing, okay? So when you fucking input good shit, you're gonna output good shit, or even better shit, right? Technically, it is even better because your brain optimizes it, right? Boom. So honestly, what I can tell you from this is lock in, stay smart, keep watching the videos, keep journaling, keep taking notes, keep being a good person, and keep staying fucking awesome. See you in the next. See you in the next bite.